It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from East Rutherford. Tyrone Tracy now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets timeout just before it runs out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Here we go, set. 18.
They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Doc from the pistol. His first throw is an interception. And the Packers, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Down. Ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Okay, ready?
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Ready. Put.
Here's Love. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. We gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check pitch. 45.
Handoff running left. Jacobs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Come on, set, green gap. Yellow, set.
Shotgun now for Love. They just got it away before they hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Drop, 17. Ready. Set.
Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Tracy on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Now start the drive with Edwards. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On first down, here's Dart. Caught by Miller. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
19 tight. Panther left 18, Buffalo 18.
Going on first down, it's Dart. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
79, go!
On the pistol, here comes Edwards. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
79 Bronco.
Third down now, here's Dart. Hyatt with the grab. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Running behind center with Edwards. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Tag! 19, side, Cougar 19! Hurt!
Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Giants pull ahead 6-3 in the first. This is Trujillo. Try to point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Now Browning on the end of the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, hut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play.
Green, yellow, 43. Ready?
Here's Love to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here we go, set.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got his man. This is Kraft. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Yellow, 22.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Love on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
10 black.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They're going to go. It's Love. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off Cody Simon. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, that little seed of doubt because the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out the door.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Line up the design keeper. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants parlay the interception into points. This is Trujillo to try to point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. Now Browning on the end of the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
62 blue. 6 mega. Black ultra. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Man in motion here. Third and long. Here's Love. The throw left side to Watson. And this one won't get there. Looks good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Hey, blue. 10 black. Right. Ready.
4th down. Here's Love. Got his man. It's Golden. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
33, yellow. Black ultra.
Love throwing on 4th. Pass brought in by Watson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a one-score game before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively.
And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. It's Darius Slayton with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
Here we go. 18 couple, 7 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 60 Mustang 19.
From the gun, here's Dart. He throws a bullet to the big game downfield. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Gio checks on the extra point. And the Giants push the lead up to 12. Now Browning nodding into the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go. Ready.
Love with it on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Packers take their first time out.
Ready. Break.
Second and 3 now.
Strong. Here we go. Set.
Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. But still plenty of options left on third and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are
Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making a one-score game before halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like his calorie stats. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
20-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Ready. Viking 18. Warriors 18 Rattlers. Go.
On first and 10, here's Dart. Finds a seam down the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop her. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready up.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's first and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Do it, baby.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
60
Start from the pistol. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Let's go now. 70. Take go.
It's a sweep. He pops fast forward. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On the set.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Black. Oh, come on. Set. Cut.
Love looking to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top with the deep threat.
Okay, ready?
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready. 52 blue.
Play action. Love. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's a give inside to Edwards. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You never, ever as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just a yard shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Black. 60 red. 60.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone, Brock, and unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Yeah, usually why you see coordinators call runs. Try to give yourself a little bit more room, so if you want to take a risk on third...
Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
19 Tigers, 79 Broncos. Let's go now. 70 Rays, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has a man on target to Johnson. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Chased out to his right. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants lead by 14. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. This is Trujillo to try to point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants lead by 15 now. Now Browning on into the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Ready.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
10 black. Ready.
Thrown on first down. Love. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Love trying again. Gets it downfield. On target to Watson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. First and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun now for Love. On the move past the 40. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook wide open.
Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in auto. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. Offense going with a 4-receiver set, third and long.
Yellow, go. 6, mega. Watson, 6. Hut.
Here he goes, third and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Lance Edwards underneath. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
New set of downs from 37. The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Do it.
We've set downs from 37.
Nah, I mean, to be hungry for one day compared to going days and then have to go do it again, bruh. Starve for a day, bruh. Be all right for a day. Chicken broth for a day, bruh.
On their way if they can keep this up, closing this one out.
But yeah, do it.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here goes Dart to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll go. Here's Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On the ready.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Down.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. This is Reed working the right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the set.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Roster, 6. Set.
Throwing again. Love. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
It is Kupp, left side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4.
Come on, stop, right, white, yellow, 43, black stop.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Looking quickly here.
Back at his own 9-yard line.
70 18, Pioneer.
From the gun, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. Nike 18. Crackle 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Dart gonna throw again. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Going on 3rd. Here's Dart. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Packers have some new life in the 4th.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They got a man in motion. 1st down throw. Here's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Packers facing a 15-point deficit. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Love out of the shotgun. Finds him on the crossing route. A lot of space ahead. Reaches the 40. At the 20. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers Packers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And this is going to be cut for two. So some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a one-score game. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Slayton with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, as a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time. In the final couple minutes with your team relying on you, that's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
The clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you've got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To throw. Got his man. It's Golden. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Packers first down.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
Let's go. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Starting this drive with a design run. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Brings up second and goal. At the 2.
Quarterback run here. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! This is Trujillo to try to point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Giants 37. Packers 23.
Now Browning, not into the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
Ready, set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Hey,
They send a man in motion.
blue 32, blue striker. White. Cut, hot.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. The clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
A loss of 9 yards.
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's our